Floyd Mayweather killed the sport of boxing. That is what seems to be trending now when it comes to Floyd Mayweather haters attacking Floyd Mayweather. It has come down to this. They have exaggerated to the fullest now. They have gone that far because they have nothing else. The man walked away undefeated, unblemished, considered by many as the best ever, if not one of the best ever. And he disappointed so many motherfucking haters because he had a lot, and he still does, obviously. So they got nothing else. He ain't got no upcoming fight. Might be having that McGregor fight, but who knows. That's what they would look forward to, his upcoming fight, to, pay for it and wish that he fucking loses. Well, for now, it looks like he took that away from them. He's getting close to the end of his career. And they seem to just exaggerate like that because pay-per-view is not the same since he left. And for many other reasons, they always like to say why he supposedly killed boxing or was terrible for boxing. And I'm thinking, really? Wow. Really? It has come down to this? I could think of a lot of fucking things that didn't kill boxing, because boxing is not dead like all these fucking haters and MMA fans like to say. So Mayweather didn't kill shit. And I could name a lot of fucking different things that didn't kill the fucking game of boxing that should have. Because what Mayweather did, like I said, there's so many fucking reasons why they say that, and they're fucking all stupid. And they can't come up with one that is worse than these things that I'm going to bring up in boxing. If these things didn't kill boxing, how the fuck did Mayweather kill boxing? How? Luis Resto killed Billy Collins by taking out the fucking padding inside his gloves. That didn't kill boxing. Whatever Mayweather you think has done cannot be worse than that right there. Antonio Margarito, he was attempting to win so fucking bad that he didn't care if he killed someone with them loaded gloves. He didn't care if he killed Sugar Shane Mosley, because that's when he got caught. That didn't kill boxing. And whatever the fuck you think Mayweather did to kill it cannot be worse than that. I mean, CJ Ross, that terrible fucking female judge, didn't kill boxing. That was terrible for boxing. Don King ripping off his fucking fighters. He didn't kill boxing. That was bad for boxing. Mike Tyson raping a woman and going to jail for that. His constant drug use with cocaine and who else? Who else knows what else? Biting Holyfield's fucking ear off in national TV in one of the biggest fights. That didn't kill boxing. Mayweather couldn't have done something worse than that. Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya suing Al Heyman simply out of fucking jealousy. That didn't kill boxing. Kelly Pavlik shooting a fucking guy with a pellet gun from his home. That didn't kill boxing. Tyson Fury awaiting trial for anti-doping allegations after the biggest fucking win in his career. That's bad for boxing, isn't it? Can we say that he killed boxing? Or what, Mayweather did something worse? Do record-breaking numbers in pay-per-view? Interesting. Win every fight? Never get knocked down? I guess that's worse than this. Nowadays, everybody fucking saying, every fighter saying that they think they won the fight every time they lose a fucking fight. No matter if it's close fight or it's a fucking clear win for the other fighter. Nowadays, every fucking fighter seems to just say that they won the fight. Basically saying they got robbed. That's not bad for boxing? That's not killing boxing? Danny Garcia just keeps on saying that he beat Keith Thurman. He was robbed, basically. Manny Pacquiao, the fight of the century, keeps fucking saying that he beat Mayweather. Miguel Cotto keeps fucking saying that he beat Canelo. Come on. Robert Guerrero said that he was robbed, that he beat Danny Garcia. Come on, man. That's not bad for boxing? That's not killing the boxing? Well, I guess Mayweather done worse than that. Lamont Peterson, Luis Ortiz, Sugar Shane Mosley testing positive for steroids or banned substances. Those are just names I could think of now. We all know there's a bunch more. That's not bad for boxing. That's not killing boxing. Roberto Duran, no mas, quitting in one of the biggest fights ever. That didn't kill boxing? That's not bad for boxing? Nicholas Walters doing the impression of Roberto Duran lately when he did the no mas himself. We're talking about two different eras right there where we had the no mas. Roberto Duran and then Nicholas Walters recently. That didn't kill boxing? That's not bad for boxing? I guess Mayweather's done worse than that, right? Oh wait, he won every fight. How could he have done worse? Well, whatever. Manny Pacquiao refusing to take random blood testing to fight Mayweather. The biggest fight everybody wanted to see. That is when everybody wanted to see it. When both fighters were in their prime. That's not killing boxing? That's not bad for boxing? And to stay on that subject, people blaming it on Mayweather for that fight not happening then when they were both in their prime. That's not bad for boxing? That's not killing boxing? When Pacquiao was the one that refused that fucking random blood testing. The fight was basically done. It was being announced already. It was done. He killed that fight back then. And Mayweather, until today, still gets the blame. That's not bad for boxing? That didn't kill boxing? That's not killing boxing? Interesting. Fighters taking dives, especially in big fights, like Sonny Liston against Muhammad Ali. That's not bad for boxing? Did that kill boxing? That was a long time ago. Boxing kept going. So apparently it didn't kill boxing. But Mayweather, he did worse than that? Interesting. Bad judging in boxing. It's been going on forever. That's not killing boxing? Because nowadays, I hear a lot of people, they see that they feel like their fighter lost, he was robbed, and they go on these rants on social media in the comments saying, that's why I'm done with boxing. That's why I don't like boxing anymore. Because they feel like there was a robbery, like there was bad judging. So they're saying, making it seem like that just began, like that just started. Are you guys going to just forget? Or maybe they don't know. Some of them don't know that it's been bad judging forever. Sugar Ray Leonard getting a 118-110 scorecard in his favor against Marvin Hagler. That wasn't bad for boxing? That didn't kill boxing? That was incredible. That scorecard was incredible. Should have never fucking happened. Was Sugar Ray Leonard buying off the judges? Because if Mayweather has a fucking fight where you disagree with the judges, how they scored it in his favor, oh, Mayweather is bad for boxing. That's one of the many reasons that why they say that he's bad for boxing and he killed it, because he paid off judges. Well, why? Because you didn't agree with the scorecard in his favor? Well, what about Sugar Ray Leonard and this big ass fight, Marvin Hagler? Was he paying off judges? Did he kill boxing? It's interesting. So, Tyson Fury, he still has a huge following, and they make excuses for him. That's not bad for boxing. When fan bases like that have fighters doing bad things in boxing, and the fan base is still defending them. Like another one, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao going out there saying that gay people should die. That's not bad for boxing. That's not going to kill boxing. That doesn't have a possibility of killing boxing. The fan base still defending him after that, being on his side, making excuses. That's not bad for boxing. I mean, I keep asking that if this is bad for boxing, because this video is meant for whoever's listening to it to answer these questions. Answer the repeated questions that I keep asking. Are these things bad for boxing? Did this kill boxing? Now compare all those things that I brought up and think about Mayweather. For whatever reason, if you're one of those that thinks that he's killing boxing or he killed boxing, compare that reason why you think he killed boxing to these fucking things that I brought up. Really? What did he fucking do? Jesus. I mean, the hate is real. I mean, look at all these things that I fucking mentioned, man. Some are like really fucking bad. Some are like bad. Some are really bad. But Mayweather, whatever the fucking reason is, I still don't understand. I don't understand. What the fuck can it be? And then we have a lot of fucking drama queens out there. Like I said, they just exaggerate when they see something bad in boxing. Like if their fighter lost and there was a robbery, that they think there was a robbery. There's some bad news about a fighter doing something bad. And they always exaggerate and always say, that's why boxing is dead and MMA is taking over. I know all you motherfuckers heard that. MMA is taking over because of this. Whatever they bring up about boxing going on. No, motherfucker. Nobody's taking over. Boxing is just probably sharing the spotlight with somebody. The new kid on the block. That's what MMA is. They're doing great. They have grown. But they're just like the new kid on the block, man. Boxing has been here forever. MMA wouldn't be where it's at right now if it wasn't for boxing. So that's just an exaggeration. If you're talking like that, then you were never, ever a true boxing fan. If you're trying to and if you fucking say that you are a true boxing fan and you've been a boxing fan since this and that, you start bringing up other old school fights and from this generation, but now it's dead and that's why MMA is taking over. Bullshit. You're fucking lying. If you're a true boxing fan, you don't talk like that. You don't fucking talk like that at all. Because you were never a true boxing fan. Because what you're saying is fucking a cliche that MMA fans like to say. to put down boxing because they're fucking jealous. They're fucking jealous of boxing, and that's all they heard since they were little kids growing up. And now that this little fucking new sport is the new kid on the block, is the new shiny toy, it's getting a lot of viewership and it is growing. But in no fucking way is it killing anything. It's not killing anything, especially not boxing. And if you're going around saying that you're a true boxing fan and you've been one, but MMA's taking over, you never were a true boxing fan. You're talking out of your fucking ass. You're fronting. You're fucking bullshitting. So, and all these things that I brought up slowly are happening and will happen in this other sport of MMA too. We already seen a bunch of fucking mismatches. We've seen a lot of fucking bad judging. We've seen a lot of fuckers like a motherfucker testing positive. You're gonna see a lot of that shit. You're gonna see a lot of other fighters. We've been hearing a lot of other fighters doing stupid shit, getting into trouble with the law. So it's just that you just been hearing about all the... You could pick so many fucking bad things that happen in boxing because it's been here for over 100 fucking years, man. This fucking sport of fucking MMA is the new kid on the block. It just arrived, and it's already got all these little fucking kinks on its fucking armor. It's already got all these fucking problems too. So stop being a fucking drama queen. Every time you hear a bad thing in boxing or you see a bad judging, bad officiating, whatever the fucking bad thing you hear about it, there's bad things in both sports. And don't be a fucking drama queen and say that that's the reason why you're done with the sport of boxing. No, you were never down with it in the first place if you're talking like that and being all melodramatic like a fucking bitch. And Mayweather is not killing boxing and did not fucking kill boxing, man. All these things I brought up are far worse. And they didn't do shit to boxing. Boxing is still fucking riding hard. The fucking Mayweather and Pacquiao fight broke fucking incredible pay-per-view records that nobody's ever gonna catch up to that shit, man. No matter how big MMA gets, look how loaded their cards are. Loaded cards, and they ain't gonna fucking scratch the surface. They ain't gonna get near fucking those fucking numbers. So don't give me that shit. MMA ain't taking over shit. So all these bad things that have happened in boxing, they gotta be far worse than Mayweather. Just stop being so fucking dramatic. And now Mayweather is fighting a guy that has no pro boxing experience. Oh my god, the nerve on this guy. It shouldn't go on his fucking record. Oh, look at this guy. I made my very first video here on my boxing channel in YouTube. I put up the list, check it out, of all the legends that have fought nobodies that are making their pro debut when those legends were already established in the sport. But Mayweather's doing it now, and he ain't fighting a nobody. He's fighting a superstar from the other sport, MMA. And it's for obvious reasons, just for the fucking money. These other legends, they were just fighting nobodies. So maybe I think that's one of the many reasons, I bet you it is, why he's still killing the sport, because he's about to fight a guy with no pro boxing experience. I think I just thought of another reason, and I'm sure that's another one. He broke records in pay-per-view, and somehow that's how he killed boxing. No, fucker. It's because his entire career you tuned in and you paid money to watch him lose. And he never gave you that pleasure. He never did. And now that he's coming back to fight McGregor, you fucking know he's not going to give you that pleasure then either, because he's going to fuck up McGregor. So you got nothing else to say, man. You got nothing else, and you have to go and be all fucking dramatic about this and go, he killed boxing. No, motherfucker. Luis Resto killed another fucking boxer with illegal gloves That's killing. That's not even just killing something. That's killing someone. And that was a long ass fucking time ago. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, look it up. It's a long time ago. The sport just kept on marching on. Didn't kill shit. Anthony Joshua and Mr. Klitschko, they're about to fight, and they fucking already sold the 90,000 fucking tickets to fill up a fucking stadium. A couple of years ago, a few years ago, Carl Froch and the other fucker I'm forgetting, the British, you know who I'm talking about. They sold 80,000. MMA never fucking done numbers like that when it comes to attendance. The Mayweather and Pacquiao. I mean, fuck the Mayweather and Pacquiao. I shouldn't even bring up that to compare to MMA. The Mayweather and De La Hoya and Canelo, the over 2 million pay-per-view buys. MMA still hasn't done any of that shit. TV ratings. I mean, fucking Errol Spence Jr. just fucking did what, over 6 million views when he fought fucking Bundu? MMA never done like that, ratings for regular TV ratings. So how is it again that they're taking over? How? Because the numbers don't say that. They don't show that. I mean, how are they taking over? Because they had Ronda Rousey, she's gone already, and they have McGregor, who's coming over to boxing to get a real fucking payday, get some real Mayweather numbers. Those two are the ones that were the ones record breaking in MMA, and they weren't even doing it by themselves. They had to have a loaded ass fucking card, like most of the big pay-per-view events. They load them up with a bunch of fucking badass fights. They have to put like their whole roster in there, even in the prelims, the free ones that come out on fucking regular TV. So now that Rousey's gone, and momentarily McGregor has been lost in the MMA world, at least for the rest of this year, it looks like it. Show me those fucking numbers. Show me the fucking numbers by the end of this year. MMA numbers, those pay-per-view numbers. You ain't gonna have shit. Rousey's gone, and McGregor ain't fighting in MMA this fucking year. So, MMA's taking over? Really? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. I mean, I don't even have to give you just Mayweather fucking pay-per-views. Before that, we have pay-per-views from fucking Mike Tyson. That I don't have to just fucking rely on one fucking fighter. So, I mean, there's been a lot of fucking pay-per-view stars, and most of the pay-per-view records have been broken and topped and unreachable now in recent years. So, I don't know. I think the sport of boxing is doing pretty good. Nobody taking over this fucking sport at all. Like I said, 90,000 coming up this fucking month. Attendance of 90,000. The closest they got was when Ronda Rousey fought fucking Holly Holm out there in Australia. They couldn't fill it up. There's a lot of empty seats. They thought they were. What was it, 60-something thousand? Maybe 70,000? That was the hardest they tried, and they couldn't do it. So, and then we got a lot of these MMA fighters, just jumping bail on MMA, and they're trying to come over here to boxing. Like, they sat down and they've said, you know what? That's where the real money's at. Look at what the fuck I make. I make peanuts compared to, well, not all of boxing. Look at Al Heyman fighters. Fuck boxing. I want to go to Al Heyman, not just boxing. And, yeah, but they're taking over? Interesting. Amazing. You got only one promotion doing good over there in MMA. That's UFC. In boxing, there's so many fucking different ones, man. So many different promotions. UFC can't take over, and they got most of their fucking the best competition in one promotion. So you would think it's easier to make fucking big fights, right? No, they fucking failed at that. In boxing, we all saw the hurdles. We seen the hurdles. It's fucking hard to make fucking fights. Different promotions, different sanctions, organizations, titles, and all that. Managers. I mean, so many different obstacles, hoops to fucking jump through to make fucking big fights. It's hard, but we still get them done. Takes fucking 5 years, like you say, Mayweather Pacquiao, but it got done. What about you? What happened to Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre? Big super fight. That never was done under the same promotion. What happened to Anderson Silva versus John Jones? Never was done, and it was under the same promotion. And it was fucking demanded by all fans in that sport, in MMA. What happened? How are they taking over when they're failing to give the fans the super fights that they're asking for? In boxing, they might take a while, but they get done. So, MMA ain't taking over shit. Shit. Boxing will never fucking die. You're gonna die waiting for boxing to die. That's what's gonna happen. I'm out.